Good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca. It is that time we are going to break out Christmas. I am a full-time stay-at-home mom of 2 and I adore Christmas. So we are going to put all of the fun whimsy in our house today. I'm making the kids some hot cocoa. We had some Christmas music going and it was just a really fun morning, but it was actually really stormy outside. You could tell that the storm was coming in. So I hope wherever you are, you're staying warm and safe and out of this crazy weather. I'm going to be just kind of bringing you along with me room by room. So grab some coffee or hot cocoa, hang out with me. Let me know if you've put up your decor or not, or if you put it up after Thanksgiving. I feel like every year I kind of inch a little bit closer than before Thanksgiving. My husband and I used to put everything up after Thanksgiving, and now that we have kids, I feel like I just want Christmas to last as long as possible. And then come New Year's week, I'm just over it and ready for it to take down. So we went into Tractor Supply one night because we had went out to dinner and I realized it was going to rain for like 5 days, and I'm the mom that always forgets rain boots. So like last minute I'm looking for them. We live in a small town and thankfully Tractor Supply had them. And I ran into this wax warmer and I fell in love. And my husband was like, are you going to keep this out year round or just during Christmas? And I was like, well, I don't know, but I think it's so cute. So I feel like I'm going to leave it out year round. I took everything out, as you can see, and just kind of, I don't know, I'm not the person. I tried to sit down and plan where I want to put things and I just don't function like that. So let me know down below. Do you go off of a whim with whatever your heart tells you, or do you actually plan where your decor is going to go? I always buy things with a space in mind, and then I end up changing it like 7 times during the season. So I had decorated the kitchen window, something super simple but festive, so that it's not in my way when I'm looking out the window and opening and closing it 1,000 times during the day. Even when it's cold outside, I love the smell of fresh air. And I couldn't remember how many garlands or wreaths I wanted to put up, so you'll see me like counting out loud to myself many times. Anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Typically, I like to split this up and I'll do the kitchen and then the living room and dining room, bathroom, you name it. But this year I just thought it would be fun to put it all together, so you can fast forward. I'll have chapters down below. To the best of my ability, I'll separate each room. Save this for later, decorate with me, or just enjoy with me. I hope that you stick around. I invite you to subscribe. That way you don't miss any of my future uploads. After this week, a lot of my Christmas decorating content will be up, and then I'll just get back to my regular homemaking, but it'll be super cozy and really festive now that the house is put together. I'm super in the spirit, and honestly I just cannot wait. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know down below if you like these longer videos or if you prefer short, sweet, and simple. I would love to know. Let's get into the kitchen. I'm gonna throw these wreaths up. I get these at Dollar Tree every year. I love them. There's only a few that I have to replace sometimes, but for the most part, I've had the most of them. I have them all around my house. I've had them for a few years. And then the garlands are new. I've never done them above the cabinets. You'll see me struggle with these so much later. I got those at Big Lots. The store was closing in our town, so I paid no more than like $4 for them. Anyways, I love to decorate on a budget, so I will just throw around most of the larger items or things I feel like are statements in the kitchen, and then we will get into the smaller areas in the kitchen, and then you'll see my kids waving all their toys above. If you see the tripod bouncing up and down, it's my little boys. I have 2 little boys. They are 6 and 4. I can't believe how big they are. And they love when mommy films because they jump in front of it, they'll move my tripod, and they'll throw their like action figures in front of the video. So if you see that, just know that that's what's going on. To add a little bit of whimsy to the window because I feel like I spend 80% of my day in front of the window either washing everybody's hands or we're washing dishes, or you know, if you're a mom, then you know you spend a lot of time in the kitchen. But I didn't want anything cumbersome, and every time I put a garland around the window, it just, 1, doesn't look right, or 2, it's just not practical. I'm not sure if I'm getting something that's too thick or too thin, what have you. I've had that ribbon forever, so I decided to weave it through the rod. And then I took pipe cleaners from my kids' craft closet and some bells that I found at Dollar General. We've had them forever. You get like this huge pack for $1, and it just added so much whimsy, and I thought it was adorable. So I'll include a little clip of the Instagram reel that I made. If you're not following me over there, it's the same as my channel, just Becca at Home. And I'm gonna throw the 2 garlands up here. You'll see that I'm missing one on the other 2 cabinets. When I went to purchase these, they did only have 2, and I had looked at them like a week before, and I was kicking myself like, I don't know why I didn't buy them when I saw them. But if I know something is going to be discounted even more, I will wait until. And so I waited until the store was like 60 or 70% off, and of course I go back, they only had 2, but they're so pretty and they're super full. So if you have ever put garlands above your kitchen cabinets, I have so much respect for you, because it took so much of my patience. I've never done this before, and I would be like, okay, it's fluffed out perfectly, it looks great, it looks full, and then you go to open the cabinet and it's like, well, everything's gonna fall. So it took quite some time. So if you're doing this, I'm here with you. Have some patience, give yourself grace. Not everything has to look perfect. And I feel like when I'm decorating, a lot of times I'll obsess over one thing, and then it'll take me hours. So just have fun with your decor this year. Don't stress about it. If it feels magical to you and your family or your kiddos, that's all that matters. So I'm gonna finish fluffing out these garlands, and then I'm gonna throw some glitter. They're almost like ornament balls. You can see I kind of just use the centerpiece up here to add something to the top of the cabinets, and you don't really notice. I could have flocked it, but what's the point? So I'm gonna throw these up here. I thought these were cute. I got those at Big Lots as well. I was gonna put them on the tree, but I actually didn't want my little boys to have glitter all over their hands, because if you decorate the tree, your kids take off like 90% of the ornaments and redecorate the tree for the next month and a half. So keeping it simple, and I just think it's sweet. It adds a really cute touch, and it's something that is not going to fall out because they're all strung together.
And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down, the storm is on its way, but as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me.
So I think I got this Merry Christmas or Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas sign. Oh goodness, I want to say Hobby Lobby, maybe even Dollar General. I have no idea, but it was on sale. I'm pretty sure, now that I think about it, it was probably Home Goods last year. Anyways, I thought it needed a little something, and these bows I took off of wrapping paper last year and I saved them because it's good ribbon. And I was like, these would be so cute and just add like a little pop of red. So I hot glued them to the sign, and then I decided, well, it doesn't look right in that one spot. And I kind of messed it up, so these are going to live here forever. Looking for a budget-friendly way, but to have such a beautiful impact, ribbon is your best friend, and I thought about doing that this year. I know you guys have probably seen all over social media, and I think it's gorgeous, but it can be a little costly putting the ribbon all over your cabinet doors, which I think is absolutely beautiful. But you can just add ribbon to things that sit out year-round, like this plant that sits next to the sink, or a picture frame, you know, you name it. You can put ribbon or bows on anything and it will really dress up your space. Something super small, pretty inexpensive. Just pay attention to the prices you're paying per yard or per foot, and I promise you it will have such a really beautiful, I think it just looks really classy. Anyways, I'm going to put these cutting boards here and just a few random knickknacks I've had for quite some time. Something simple and something I don't have to move out of the way if I'm chopping. I would love to have decor all over the kitchen, but I just also need my space to function. And I've learned that over the years that I'll just kind of gather everything in certain sections of the kitchen, and it seems to function a lot better than me putting stuff everywhere and then moving it a million times. So I'm going to throw something super simple up here. This is our command center. We have our family calendar underneath, and then I usually put mail up here. There's all kinds of stuff. This is a place everybody knows if we have appointments or if there's any sort of announcement that me and my husband need to be aware of. Anything goes here. So it's just a nice space to decorate because it's right by the trash can and it's kind of a dead corner in the kitchen. My coffee bar, you guys, I struggled with this. I have no idea what to do with this section, and I also wanted this to be super functional but also practical at the same time, and I ended up taking all of this out. So if you have any ideas, let me know.
And the night is cold. Everyone's lighting candles in their homes. Yes, it's Christmas. It's a magic time. You can feel it in the air, that every child got their hearts filled up with joy. Yes, it's Christmas all around. Oh, snow is falling down, all the colored lights.
Super excited with how the kitchen turned out. I love all of the little pops of Christmas. I'm sure it'll change in about a week or two, but I actually wanted to change out this reindeer really quickly. I did end up swapping it, you'll see here in a second, with the red reindeer. So let me know what you think. Is the pop of red better in this corner on the counter, or is it better with the white reindeer? I actually end up using that somewhere else in the living room, so I'm going to wrap it up here in the kitchen and then we'll move on to another room.
Merry Christmas to you. This time of year is a time to cheer. Let our love.
This is our little media corner. This is where our soundbar sits and a phone that I use for music all day long. So I wanted something super simple. Our countdown to Christmas. I got this at Dollar General. I want to say last year it was like $3. I love it. My kids love changing the days. Of course, it's not correct right now. This tree is from Target ages ago. If you remember, they were in the dollar spot, and I absolutely adore these trees. I call them Charlie Brown trees, but they are so forgiving. And then these little bells, I believe these are from Dollar Tree, but it's just a fun little pop in this corner, and it kind of hides all of our media.
With so much love and with joy and laughter, let us make memories that stay forever. It's Christmas today. As I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing Merry Christmas to you.
I adore having a wreath on this door. I feel like the pop of green, yes, it is fake, but the pop of green in the kitchen is just a really simple statement. And not to mention, it's so simple to change this out every season. It transitions so well. So this sign came from Dollar General, and these sprigs I think I got from Michael's earlier this year or last year for Christmas. It's a really fun pop. The Believe in Santa sign is probably one of my favorite pieces in our holiday decor, and I think it's just the perfect little sign inside this wreath. So if you're looking for a tip on how to store wreaths, I'm definitely not that person. I feel like I had 3 or 4 at one point, and it just became so cumbersome. Like I had no idea how or where to store them, so I just gave up 2 of them, and now I'm down to 2, and they hang up year round, and I just change out the sprigs. It's so much fun. These towels, if you see these at Hobby Lobby, then they're definitely worth it. I've used them and washed them quite a few times, and I will say they do actually dry. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like sometimes when I buy seasonal towels for like Christmas or Easter, anything like that from Target or Hobby Lobby, Walmart, you name it, I feel like sometimes the printed ones don't dry as well as traditional just regular towels. So there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my village. This is one of our favorite things to do throughout the season. I adore Christmas villages. I got these larger pieces you'll see here at the top at an estate sale last year, and I was floored because they were $5 a piece and they were such a steal. Every year my husband gets me a new piece for my birthday, and it's just a really fun way to grow our collection.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree, and I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me.
I have, I think, 3 different sets of mini villages, and then I just put them all together, and then I have a few random pieces. The new piece this year was Santa and his reindeer, so I had all of the estate sale villages at the very top because they were larger, and I was like, some of this doesn't look right. Like, it was just so off to me. So I was playing with the arrangement many times, and then I finally realized if I just mix it all up, it looks a lot more natural and just a lot more fun. I think it would be really cute to add some people in here and just have like a ton of little figurines, but that'll be for another year. I love looking at this, and I think it's super fun to turn every single village on, but the cost can add up. I've noticed with the little batteries, I think it takes like the little tiny button batteries each little house, and a lot of times they'll take multiple batteries. So this year and last year I just ended up stringing some lights through it. It's a lot easier for me to unplug and plug them in, and honestly it just saves a ton of time. So I'm gonna finish wrapping up the village, throw some lights on it, and then we typically leave this on year round. And I just love that it's at the front of the kitchen, kind of in everybody's viewpoint. Ever since we moved the buffet here, I enjoy decorating it for each season.
Santa, tell me when you'll
find who my baby will be. Santa, tell me when you'll show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby will be tonight. It's all I need, somebody that'll only care for me, somebody I can give her time and ring, someone in this puzzle who can be my missing piece. You know I don't need anything else this Christmas Eve. Just want someone to be with under the shining tree. Hear the sleigh bells ring and the caroling under the mistletoe, under the moonlight. We can take it slow, I can be your only guide. Don't need to think twice when I got you by my side. With you everything feels just right.
I've never done this before with the Christmas tree. Usually the Christmas tree is sitting in the corner over there, and my husband and I decided to move the sofa on the wall. It just makes more sense functionality wise because my kids are still little and they love to play in the living room. They bring all of their toys out here. They rarely play in their room, so we try to keep it as open as possible. We brought the chairs back in front of the window, and honestly I feel like it makes a little bit more of a cozy conversational area and kind of gives a little bit of definition to what would be an entryway in our house. Our house doesn't have a true entryway or mudroom, so it is kind of what's behind these chairs, and I like that there's some separation. All of that to say, I took the opportunity to put the tree in front of the window, and I think it's just so sweet. Kind of blocks your view from one chair if you're talking to someone across the sofa, but I love a tree in front of the window. We actually decorated this a few nights ago as a family. We put up all of our sentimental ornaments together, and then my kids and I had a mommy's day with the boys, and we went to At Home and I let them pick out a ton of decor for the tree and then also their new school cabinet so that we can have some sort of theme. They picked out a lot of Mr. Grinch and they loved the elf like a candy cane theme, so I'm throwing a bunch of stuff on here. And honestly, like I mentioned before in the video, I wanted to put out as much as I could, and you guys, I could not for the life of me figure out these garlands. And yes, I only decorated the front half of the tree. I feel like no one ever sees the back half of the tree. I mean, it's facing the window, it's got lights and a few ornaments, but we're just gonna concentrate our efforts on the front. I feel like it's really sweet to see all of the sentimental ornaments and then the new ones that we picked up. It's fun, but it also has a lot of nostalgia because we have all of their baby ornaments. I have a box full of all of their handmade ornaments, things that we make in homeschool and things that they just make and want to throw on the tree. So I'm going to throw a bunch of stuff on here and then we will move on to the little table and the shelf. I'd love to know, do you guys typically do a theme for your trees, or do you just go all out with the sentimental items and things that you have collected over the year? My husband and I had quite a bit of sentimental ornaments from before we had our kids, and then every year our kids, we pick out a new ornament. Typically we'll go to Hobby Lobby just because they're pretty reasonably priced and they have so many options. Sometimes it's like decision fatigue for my littles, but it's fun because we'll write their name on it in the year, and by the time they're adults and they choose to either leave our home, which is going to make me cry, but we'll have all of their memories if they want them. Otherwise I'll hang on to them forever. These are some random picks that I have had for quite some time. I think I got Dollar Tree, but I thought they'd be fun.
Show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby will be. Santa, tell me when you show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby will be tonight. Somebody out there must be facing gold without anyone to hold.
Here's how the tree turned out. I overloaded it, but honestly I kind of like that look this year. It's fun, it's whimsy, and it's just really bright. Is it perfectly symmetrical? No. Are things kind of just falling apart? Yeah, a lot of the ornaments I feel like would fall off. I didn't put anything around the bottom of the tree because I feel like it's just habit. I feel like when you have littles, you learn not to put anything on like the bottom quarter of the tree. and it's been a habit for quite some time. So I typically leave all of those branches empty, and our littles don't know, but we are actually bringing home a puppy in a few weeks, and I have to say that so quietly because they're watching a show in another room while I do this voiceover. But you guys, I am beyond elated. It's gonna be, I think, 2 more weeks, so by the time you guys see this, it'll be a week from now. But I'm just worried that he's gonna be curious and want to like either sniff or eat them off of the tree. I know puppies don't do that, but I'm trying to be mindful of the things that I put out low, especially if they're gonna be rustling all the time. So that's why there's nothing down there.
I really wanna believe you got plans for me. Santa, tell me when you'll show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby will be. Santa, tell me when you show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby will be. Who my baby will. Santa, tell me when you show yourself to me. Please help me find who my baby will be. Yeah. Santa, tell me when you show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby, who my baby, who my baby, who my baby will be tonight.
Try to keep this little table fairly simple because I put my coffee down here, and my kids like to put their little Lego cars up here, action figures, you name it. So anything that's on this table is okay to fall and be broken. You guys, I've dropped that lamp myself probably like 20 times, and for some reason it has not broken. So forever thankful for that. I am going through my stash, and whatever I feel I'm gonna put there is what I'm gonna put there. So I found this ribbon and I was like, this would be cute somewhere on here, and I ended up tying it to the lamp. It didn't look right on the tree. I did it off camera and I was like, this doesn't look right, because the tree is almost like a pencil tree, and I think it's just cute by itself. So I put the white reindeer over here with this bell that I thrifted, I want to say 2 years ago, at one of the antique stores around us, and I thought it was sweet. It just looks very simple, and this blanket travels around the house even when it's not Christmas. We got this at Costco when it was, I think, the end of Christmas season last year or the year before. It's super fuzzy, very cozy. So I'll just throw this over here because I typically edit in this chair, and I'll look at lesson plans at night, like anything like that. I sit in this chair, so a blanket is always necessary. I love how this little room came out. It's sweet, it's cozy, and it's very colorful. I'm gonna throw Santa up here with a sign that I got at Dollar General. Now moving into the entryway area, I'm adding this really small wreath. I like this. It's from Dollar General. I believe I get a lot of stuff at Dollar General because it's basically very close to us. And then these new sprigs to this vase. I love this vase and I love this floral, but the floral wasn't working with me. And I like how, do you ever have a fake floral and you've gotten it like perfectly right? I haven't had to adjust these in like almost a year. They sit perfectly at the right height. Each leaf is, you know, if you know, you know, then you arrange it once, and if you move it, it's like the whole thing looks off. So I took them out and I just started adding a bunch of stuff. I got these green sprigs at Ace on their clearance sale, I think 2 Christmases ago. I love it. So the more I added, the more I liked it, and it kind of pulls a little bit from the picture. This was our old homeschool cabinet, and I finally painted it. I think it's called Cleary Sage from Lowe's. I love this color. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And this is now transitioned into our game cabinet, but it's also our drop zone. So keeping it light over here with some candles, a angel light up. I have to add batteries to that one, but it reminds me of my grandma, so it's super special and really sweet. And this cute little snowman from Dollar Tree.
It's supposed to be making our Christmas memories. Oh oh, la 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 la. Oh oh, la 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 la. Oh oh, la
Been making decor and at school or in homeschool, however you want to say it, for a few days now, and my kiddos made gingerbread and I thought it was super sweet, so we went with a gingerbread theme and we found quite a bit at Hobby Lobby. I think these trees are from Hobby Lobby. If you ever pick up anything with glitter, make sure you spray it with hairspray because it will be less likely to shed. These were shedding, oh my goodness, like an insane amount. And then everything else gingerbread themed or decor wise is actually from At Home. So we found quite a bit, but they were all reasonably priced. And I love the gingerbread theme. It's really easy to go a little bit overboard. So I thought we would start small this year and we added a few small pieces. I think next year definitely we'll see a little bit more like in the kitchen and where we put our stockings. I just think it's a timeless theme. It's been pretty popular from some time, but I feel like I could have taken home the entire aisle that had the gingerbread theme. And this year my kiddos were super intrigued by the nutcrackers. I'm not really a fan. I feel like they always creeped me out, but I picked up 2 of them at Dollar Tree, and then we have their Village from a few years ago. They don't light up anymore, but my kids love to play with them, so I think this area is super fun. It's functional because I can still put things up here for school, like our whiteboard and books like that. Really easy to move, but it just adds a lot of color and a lot of Christmas whimsy to our school area. Last room in the house, leave a Christmas tree emoji down below if you're still hanging out with me. I'm gonna throw a runner on the desk with this really cute Variplace wax melt. I love this little thing. I think it's so cute, and it actually does look like fire flames even though it's super tiny. Putting on a backdrop on your TV makes it feel so cozy. I'm gonna just hang up the stockings, keep it super simple in here. This is, we call it our little den area. This is our TV room basically, and it's always very cozy in here. It's usually kind of dark, honestly, because we keep the curtains closed so there's no glare on the TV, but it was so dreary outside, and having the backdrops on the TV just made it feel like it was winter already. I cannot wait. We're supposed to get a lot of snow this year, so let me know if you're in an area that does get snow. I'm kind of hoping that we do because I just absolutely adore the snow. I threw a Christmas sign up there, and then an old countdown to Christmas. We've had that for absolutely ever. I think my littles were babies when we got that countdown to Christmas. So, and I'm gonna add some lights. We always add colorful lights around the stockings. My kids absolutely adore colorful lights. I personally like the white lights, but they're only little ones, and if they're into it, then we're gonna do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some sort of joy or some sort of motivation, no matter what area you're decorating or how you decorate, or if you're, you know, do what makes you happy as long as it brings you joy. Don't stress about it. I hope you have fun decorating and it just gives you a kickstart into the holiday season. I know that anytime we decorate, it really just makes our house feel super cozy and exciting, and the holidays are honestly like such around the corner. It's kind of, it blindsides us every year. I feel like it blindsides me every year. It's just like, well, here it is. Here's Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, New Year's. It goes by so fast. So I hope this is a reminder to slow down, enjoy it, decorate with your family, take your time, use whatever you have on hand. You can even hand make all of your decor. We're doing quite a bit of that this year. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to give yourself grace and give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. Here are some other videos that I think you might be interested in.